The last 3 World Cups cost their hosts over $200 billion. Only FIFA walked away richer, and in 90 years, only one country has ever refused to pay. To understand why nobody else says no, follow the money to Zurich, Switzerland, home of FIFA, football's governing body. The machine was built by João Havelange, the Brazilian who ran FIFA for 24 years and turned a broke federation into a billion-dollar business. But here is the trick. FIFA does not sell football. Instead, it sells 1 month of scarcity. And to get that month, a country signs a contract most governments never read out loud. That contract is where the money really moves. And what does FIFA actually own? Almost nothing you can touch. No stadiums, no airports, no roads. So the host country, not FIFA, builds all of that. And countries fight for years to win this deal. Winning the right to host means signing a stack of guarantees written by FIFA, and they only get stranger. FIFA typically requires a near total tax exemption, so tournament money leaves the country untaxed. Brazil even passed a statute nicknamed the World Cup Law, rewriting its own rules to match the checklist. FIFA demands exclusive commercial zones, where only official sponsors may sell. It often demands brand new stadiums to its exact specification, even when old stadiums work fine. Why build what already stands? Because the contract says so. The broadcast money and the sponsor money. FIFA keeps both. The host keeps the bills. South Africa found out what that signature costs. It was never a football superpower. Its biggest arenas were built for rugby and cricket. Yet it spent 6 years and a fortune building to FIFA's checklist for 2010. Cape Town had working stadiums, but the organizers wanted a showcase near the water, so the city built Cape Town Stadium, around $600 million. The cameras loved it. Then Brazil, 2014. The bill reached around $11.5 billion, most of it public money. The tournament demanded a modern arena in Manaus, a city deep in the Amazon, built for roughly $270 million. In Brasilia, the capital, the national stadium swallowed up to $900 million. In the streets, crowds raised one sign: FIFA Go Home. In Qatar 2022, you have heard it spent more than $200 billion. That figure is real, but most of it built a metro, an airport, and a new city Qatar wanted anyway. Stadiums themselves still cost between $6 and $10 billion. Qatar's cycle brought FIFA a record $7.5 billion, and its reserves climbed to nearly $4 billion. The host built, the guest banked. But what does a country do with a showcase stadium when the month ends? South Africa was about to find out. The tournament ended, the circus packed up and the building stayed. In Cape Town, the stadium's operator canceled its lease within months, and the arena bled city money for years, so unloved that many locals wanted it torn down. In Manaus, the modern arena hosted 4 matches. Afterward, it sat nearly idle, and reports described it burning hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just to exist. In a city with no club big enough to fill it, Brasilia's showpiece found a second life, partly as a bus depot. The same pattern, then repeated on every continent. In Russia, the Mordovia Arena costs around $3.5 million a year just to maintain, in a region where the average yearly wage is $5,000. The country kept the concrete and the debt. FIFA left with the profit, untaxed, bound for Zurich. The lights came on for the world, but the bills came due every year for the locals. So why does every host keep signing? Because FIFA owns the one thing you cannot build on a deadline: the event itself. There is still only one World Cup, and dozens of nations line up for it. Refuse the demands, and FIFA simply finds another country willing to build everything. That was the theory. One country was about to test it. Colombia had been handed the 1986 World Cup back in 1974. But FIFA kept raising the bar. The field grew to 24 teams, meaning more stadiums, and Colombian organizers described demands for new stadiums, luxury cars, and easy cash for visiting officials. Then, in late 1982, President Belisario Betancur went on television and gave the World Cup back. "We have many things to do here," he told the country, and no time for the extravagances of FIFA and its partners. Mexico took the tournament. Colombia kept its money. The only host that did the math was the one that walked away. That is the real design. FIFA brings 1 month the whole planet watches. The country brings the money, the concrete, and the silent stadiums that still stand after the crowds go home. Everyone else pays. One organization walks away richer. It has never built a single stadium, and that was always the point. So here is the question worth arguing. If hosting almost never pays, why do countries keep building FIFA a kingdom? Tell me what you think. New stories on the moves that built empires every week. Subscribe, and I will see you at the next one.